Hello, my name is Dale and these are my books. There is a book that I want to talk about now, but I don't want to show it to you just yet, and you'll understand why. The book is called Ideas, and it is subtitled A History from Freud, sorry, A History from Fire to Freud. And it's by someone called Peter Watson, and Peter Watson is an academic. And the reason I want to mention this is that this is a book that you can buy and then keep it as an encyclopedia. Um, that one person has written this book is truly amazing. And if you're interested in ideas and you're interested in philosophy, then you'll love this book. My understanding with philosophy generally is that there's two ways of approaching philosophy, and the implication here is Western philosophy, but other philosophies as well, is that you can do philosophy, in which case you engage in philosophical arguments about euthanasia or about abortion or about what is it to exist or whether God exists and all the rest of it. Or you can just uh, deal or engage with the history of ideas. And I love the history of ideas, what people thought in the past, why they thought it, how they thought it, how that can reflect on how we understand society today. And in fact, I've recently read a couple of articles about the relationship between contemporary woke politics and something called Gnosticism, which is associated with heretical dissident Christians, religious groups 2,000 years ago. And I find that all of that really fascinating. And this book is fantastic for that. So part one is from Lucy to Gilgamesh. Lucy is essentially one of the earliest humans that we know. I've actually seen Lucy in a museum. Then it goes on to the Bible. Then it goes on to the European expansion. Then it goes on to Thomas Aquinas, and then it goes on to Jefferson, and then it goes through the scientific revolution and all the way up to Freud. So if you want to find this book, Ideas by Peter Watson, I really, really recommend it. It's a fantastic book. There is a downside, however, and this is why I haven't shown you the book, but this is the downside. It is a large book. It is larger than normal. In fact, it is huge. And so you can see that even reading this book, holding this book up, is a bit of a challenge. And it's over 700 pages long. I think it's a real shame. It's a real shame that this wasn't broken up into, say, 3 volumes. And presumably they kept it all together in 1 volume for marketing reasons. And it would take a very long time to read in one sitting, and it's really something that should be read, I think, as an encyclopedia. When you're interested in Thomas Aquinas, you can go to the Thomas Aquinas section. Then if you're interested in the Islamic philosophy section, then you can go to the Islamic philosophy section. If you want to go to the experimental section, you go to the experimental section, and so on. So I really wanted to mention this book and make this video mainly so I can remind myself about the book in the future and borrow it again from the local City of Sydney library. So do have a look at this book. It's great to read. And I hope this has helped.